Well, hello, Kansas City. How are you doing today? This is Louis George Walker, and you are tuned in to the BFTAA and More show. Yeah, I have to adjust the camera a little bit. yes. This is the Black Family Technology Awareness Association and the W.E.B. Du Bois Learning Center that came together to form this radio station called Knowledge, Understanding, and Wisdom. We call it KUAW. KUAW Radio is a product of those two organizations, and we bring you news, information, entertainment, and knowledge, right here every day. So be sure and continue to listen to and watch us when we're on live. You can listen to us on the internet. We're at www.kuaw.org, or you can pick us up on your smart speaker. We're on the TuneIn app, so if you have a Google or Amazon speaker, just say, Alexa, play KUAW on TuneIn, and we'll play. So it's KUAW on TuneIn, and we'll play. So tell your smart speaker to play us, or you can pick us up on a lot of different sites on the internet. We're on the online radio box. We're also on MyTuner, and we're on the Radio Garden. So you can go to all of those sites, click on it. We're on 24 hours a day. We have news, information for you on a constant basis. So you'll hear music. On the audio only side, we play jazz, we play some old school jams, we play a little bit of hip hop and old school classic hip hop. So we've got a little, and some funk coming at you. Yeah, we got a lot of things that happen on there. We have talk shows that are locally and nationally syndicated. If you like Cheryl Underwood, we do the Cheryl Underwood show every day from noon until 2 o'clock. We invite you to come in and sit and join and have lunch with Cheryl. Cheryl Underwood is on every day, every weekday, from noon until 2 o'clock. And that's a nationally syndicated, not nationally, it's internationally. They've got it in Australia. They pick it up in Moscow and China. So it's an international radio show, and we bring it to you live right here at KUAW Radio. Also, we have the Warren Ballantine Show. So if you want to hear Warren Ballantine and the Truth Fighters, tune in just before Cheryl from 10 to 12 every day. It's Warren Ballantine and the Truth Fighters, giving you information on the coronavirus. Right now, they're doing a thing about being poor in America, poverty in America. They were following the trials of the Chauvin trial last week, giving you day-to-day updates on it. So check out Warren Ballantine right here on KUAW also. Then when the weekend comes, you want to sit back and relax. Join us as we play Rogine Bailey. Yeah, he's out of Atlanta, and he's got a tune called Blues Time in the City. So if you like the old blues and the new blues, be sure and check out our Blues Time in the City every Saturday and Sunday right here on KUAW. If you go to our webpage, we're adding a excuse me, a program listing, so you'll be able to tell when every show is coming on. So you'll be able to tell that real time what show is playing, what show is coming on next. Just go to www.kuaw.org. I'm updating and adding the shows in there now. I should be finished before the week's out, the next day or two. I'll have all the shows in, so all you have to do is go to that www.kuaw.org, go to our program page, or just scroll down to the program page, and you'll see it. We've also added a new site that if you say the radio network, if you click on the radio network button, you can start seeing some of our old videos that are on YouTube. We've got them archived in different playlists that you can see and watch any past shows that you may have missed, or somebody that you like on that you want to see a little bit more of. We're having those on there. We're adding more stuff to the webpage daily. So we're glad this show will be on there. So we're glad that you're tuning in and that you can watch it. We've got a lot of good things coming up today, and we're going to be having a lot of fun with it too. Also, like to let you know, we're getting near the time for our Remake Learning Days. Yes. That's a program from the Black Family Technology Awareness Association that we're working in conjunction with the Kansas City STEM Alliance and Remake Learning Days nationally, that we're going to be doing some technology. So it's going to be a week full of technology events, a lot of, well, if you see my t-shirt, let me see if you can see that. There you go. See, it says Remake Learning Days right there on it. It even has 18th and Vine. It's got the music over here. The 18th and Vine area is included. We also have a flyer that we're putting together that has Remake Learning Days and the Black Family Technology Awareness Association, because we are a part of the Remake Learning Days. So we want you to be sure and participate in it. Come May the 8th. May the 8th, we're going to be doing a virtual robotics program. I'm going to try and show you a little bit of that today. But if you're a child or if you are interested in robotics and learning to code robots and stuff, be sure and check it out. We've got a lot of people been signing up, but we've got room because we're going to be doing this on Zoom. It's virtual. You can work from your home, and all you need is a computer to work with us. But Remake Learning Days, and we're going to be doing that right here at KUAW.org or at the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. If you want to sign up for Remake Learning Days right now, go to our page at www.bftaa.org. We've got people been signing up every day. Got a ton of people on there. We're going to be sending you some information with the Zoom link so that you can work with your child. That's not this Saturday coming up, but the following Saturday, our Remake Learning Days is going to be happening on May the 8th from 12 to 2 p.m. There are other events that are going to be going on all week long. So if you want to get your child involved in technology, your students, regardless of their age, we're going to be working with kids from 10 to 16. But there are going to be programs for younger kids. There are going to be programs for older kids that will be happening at the same time throughout the week. So a lot of them are free. Some of them you can go and work with hands-on. Some of them, like ours, is going to be virtual. And some are hybrid, where they'll be part virtual and part hands-on. But we definitely want you to check it out. Remake Learning Days is happening from May the 1st to May the 10th. And the Black Family Technology Awareness Association is going to do virtual robotics on May the 8th, Saturday after next. So we want you to sign up, sign your child up, become a part of this program, and you'll find out how you can join our robotics program year-round. Our Youth Technology Club. We have what you call a Youth Technology Club. So we have a couple of robotics teams that we work with, Lego Robotics and Vex Robotics. We're going to be adding some coding and some other programs that we'd like to put together. So we want you to sign up at this virtual day and be sure and get the information so that you can work with us year round. Because we're doing virtual right now because of COVID, but a lot of times we work with the kids, or most of the time we work with the kids hands-on, face-to-face, because we want to work with them and make sure that we can share this information that we have. We also work with other organizations, the Kansas City Public Library, the Boys and Girls Club. We've had robotic events out at the park, at Maker Fair. We go to a lot of places and do hands-on experiments or hands-on technology exhibitions that you can see and you can work with. So, get involved with us, get involved with KUAW, and also support the Kansas City, especially the Black ecosystem, the Black tech ecosystem, which are a lot of organizations right in the community, right in your community, with people that look like you, look like me, that look like our community, that are working with our kids. A lot of them, and I'll get the names when I get just a little break here, but the Kansas City Public Library and their digital media lab out at 63rd and Swope Parkway, fantastic group of people. Andrea Ellis and Brother Brown out there, they work with young people. They're great, and you need to stop by and check them out. Also, Esteem Village on about 16th and Paseo, right there across from the, it used to be De La Salle School. I forget what they call it now. But Mr. William Wells at the De La Salle or at Esteem Village, they have a great program working with students through NSBE, the National Society of Black Engineers. They have a NSBE Junior program down there. They're also doing 1080 racing and just a bunch of other stuff. Check out Esteem Village. You can also check us out. We're the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. We work in the W.E.B. Du Bois Learning Center, located at 4510 East Linwood. The building is closed right now, but as soon as it opens back up, we know that a lot of you are familiar and you've brought your kids down for tutoring or for advanced placement so that they can learn some of the advanced math, improve their reading levels and all of that. Well, we actually offer robotics and different technology programs right there at the W.E.B. Du Bois Learning Center. So be sure and check out, like I say, part of the Black Tech ecosystem. Oh, and I don't want to forget the Urban Tech with Miss Ina Montgomery. She works out of Central High School. She works at a lot of the Kansas City, Missouri area schools, and she does technology with middle schoolers, with high schoolers, with a lot of different kids at different schools. But Ina P. Montgomery, Urban Tech, stay in touch, look her up, find out if she's at your school or at your child's school, and that get them to enroll in some of the courses that she offers or some of the projects. I don't know how the schools work it, but that would be a good thing. So we're about education. We also, through our KUAW radio, work with Mr. Carl Boyd and the Stutes for Boots organization, where he wants to get students involved in waiving their grades and being supported by the veterans and supporting veterans. So veterans in the area, in the Kansas City area stuff, work with these students, or these students are working with the veterans. And it's a relationship where they kind of learn from each other, because it's always good for our veterans to see and to our young people to be proud of showing their grades and what they're doing to the veterans. So check out all of those different organizations and what they're doing, and I think you'll find that there's a lot going on in the Black Tech ecosystem, and we'd like to have more support. We had a fundraiser. I did a fundraiser on my birthday. I want to thank all of you if you gave, if you supported us. I really do appreciate it. We actually exceeded our goal. We wanted to raise $1,500 to help us work with kids this year, and we had a goal of $1,500. We actually raised over $2,500 to help us with our robotics programs, with our coding programs, and what we do with young people in the Kansas City area. So thank you, everybody that gave. We had some people that gave $5, $10. We had some people that gave $500. That was our biggest donation. I was really excited when I flipped. I was telling my wife, oh man, we're just $100 away from making our goal. And I was excited, thought we were going to get to $1,500. And when I looked around, we were up at like $1,800. I'm like, what the heck? And found out that we had some people that gave $500. We had a lady out of St. Louis, Missouri, that gave us $360. I mean, we've just been blessed by so many people that do want to help out. And don't forget all the people that gave us $10. $20, those gifts. I mean, we appreciate all of them. I mean, yeah, it's good to talk about the big gifts that you got, but it's also good that we were able to get just parents, that mothers with kids, and people that have been involved in our program that wanted to help us out. So that fundraiser is over right now. We did raise $2,500. We're thankful to all of our friends and family members and everyone that helped make that a success. And you will have time to give again. Yeah, we're a nonprofit organization, so we're always looking for ways to do better and to get people to be able to be involved. We also could use volunteers. We've got a couple of great engineers, 2 or 3 of them right now, computer science major engineers that are working with our young people. One lady works with us. She worked with us here. She moved out of town. She still continues to do work with us online. So, you know, we could always use some volunteers to help us in this coding and robotics program. Some of it we can do virtually. And you don't have to be an engineer. You don't have to be a scientist. I'm not an engineer, but I like working with kids, and I always like putting things together. So the robotics program was really great for me, and I'm able to work. I've learned more working with it and showing the young people. So we have competitions, and the kids get a big kick out of it, and I'm right there with them trying to put these things together. But we can't mess with the robots that they put in competition because they got to build them themselves. But But, we help out as much as we can. But we could use some more volunteers. So if you'd like to volunteer, we're having a meeting. It's going to be a virtual meeting this weekend, Saturday from 11 to 12 o'clock. And if you would like to help out with the Black Family Technology Awareness Association, or just get some more information about it, we need to have you join in on our Zoom meeting. We're going to be doing a Zoom meeting from 11 to 12. And that's going to be this Saturday. We do it the first Saturday of every month, unless there's a holiday or something that makes us move it to the second Saturday. But usually we try and do it the first Saturday of every month. And you're welcome to join. It's open to the public. If you want to get the Zoom credentials, email us at bftaa@sbcglobal.net. That's B as in boy, F as in Frank, T as in Tom, A as in Apple, A as in Apple. So send us an email at bftaa@sbcglobal.net. That's S as in Sam, B as in boy, C as in Charlie, and then global, GLOBAL. So email us there and say, hey, you'd like to join this meeting, or hit us up on Facebook and say you'd like to come in on the Zoom meeting we're having Saturday. If you go to our Facebook page, which is the Black Family Technology Awareness Association, you can come in there and just post or send us a message in Facebook saying that you'd like to get the information or the credentials so that you can come in on the Zoom meeting, and we'll send them to you. Because this is open. We want to have more of the public involved. We want you to be involved. If you've always been trying to figure out how you can give back to the community, do that. But yeah, we're about technology. We're about science. We're about all kind of technology and fun and science. The technology of nature and stuff. I've got me a kayak, and I like getting out in the water and the buoyancy and doing the outdoor science things that are just as invaluable as the technology. Sometimes we think the technology is all there is, working with computers and coding and stuff. But there's a whole lot of science that doesn't involve that as much. Biologists, we have a good friend that is a biologist, and she works with pouched rats over in Africa, Tanzania, Dr. Lee. She's a great person, so she can tell our young people a lot about other sciences that have not as much technology, but doing with biology. Because everybody maybe doesn't want to work with computers all day. Maybe they want to get out in the field and trap animals or tag them and follow their lifestyles or their habits to help save the planet. You may want to work with geology and the soil and all of that. So there's a lot of different science that doesn't have to be all about computers that you can get involved in. And that's what we like to do. We're about STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. The STEM fields are great for careers, or just great life to be involved in. If you like science, if you like technology, mathematics, then do something that you like for a living. They say if you find something that you like to do and you can get paid for it, you'll never have a job for the rest of your life, because you'll be doing what you want to do. You'll be having fun. So that's what we want. One of the things that we always do, and I'm a little late doing it, is we usually bring you what's going on at NASA and the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. And they've been doing a lot of great stuff there that is exciting. I'm excited about it because this rover that they'd sent up to Mars, and then the little drone that comes out and flies around. Man, I tell you, that's great looking stuff to me. I'd love to, and that's what I want our kids, our young people, to be able to do, to be able to study, learn, fly drones on Mars, build a robot that lands on another planet, that takes samples, that does things. It could be great. Build robots that work right here on Earth. Some robots are used for deep sea exploration, and when they had that big oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico a few years ago, they had robots that had to go down there and fix and clamp that well and to stop the oil leak. Drones, robotics, I mean, it's a great thing. The lady I was telling you about, civil engineering, she had a demonstration from people on her job. I think she works for GBA Associates. And one of the things that they do is they make highways, intersections, all that. Well, they brought a guy in, and now what they do to get the aerial photograph, they have professional drone pilots that work for the company, and they fly drones for a living, taking aerial photos of highways, of land, of the surveying that they used to have to pay somebody to fly in a plane or a helicopter and all that. Well, now they have guys that can stand on the ground and fly, a drone up and take these aerial pictures right from the ground. So, that's just fantastic to me. But I digress because I got away from the what's going on in NASA, and we do want to show you what's happening at the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, because there's a plan to send humans to Mars soon, and even sooner than that, we're going to send humans back to the moon. I think they're wanting to build a more I won't say permanent, but a longer lasting setup on the moon, because they can use the moon as a springboard to go to Mars. They can do a little more in-depth exploration of the moon and find out what materials are there that can be used, that don't have to be lifted from Earth, that will go and help us get farther into space, get deeper into space. So let's see what's going on right now at NASA. And I will be right back this week at the National Aeronautics and Space Administration.
Okay. About this week at NASA. On April 23rd, NASA's SpaceX Crew 2 mission to the International Space Station launched from our Kennedy Space Center in Florida.
Mission and liftoff.
The mission is the second crew rotation flight of SpaceX's Crew Dragon spacecraft and the first with 2 international partners. The next day, the Crew 2 astronauts, our Shane Kimbrough and Megan MacArthur, as well as Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency astronaut Akihiko Hoshide and Thomas Pesquet of the European Space Agency, safely docked to the space station. They are scheduled to spend 6 months conducting science and research aboard the orbital outpost. On April 19th, our Ingenuity Mars helicopter made history on the Red Planet.
Altimeter data confirms that Ingenuity has performed its first flight of a powered aircraft to another planet.
The first powered, controlled flight on another planet by an aircraft happened in an area on Mars now known as Wright Brothers Field, so named to recognize the historic connection of Ingenuity's flight to the Wright brothers' first flight on Earth. Ingenuity rose to an altitude of 10 feet, maintained a stable hover for 30 seconds, and descended back down to the Martian surface for a safe touchdown.
We have done it! This is the first time I've been able to say we've done it. So beyond this first flight, over the next coming days, we have up to 4 flights planned, and increasingly difficult flights, challenging flights, and we are going to continually push all the way to the limit of this rotorcraft.
Ingenuity successfully completed its second Mars flight on April 22nd, during which it climbed to 16 feet, moved sideways about 7 feet, made a few additional maneuvers, then headed back to the center of the airfield to land. Meanwhile, a first for our Perseverance Mars rover on April 20th. A toaster-sized experimental instrument aboard the rover, called the Mars Oxygen In Situ Resource Utilization Experiment, or MOXIE, was used to convert some of the red planet's thin carbon dioxide-rich atmosphere into oxygen. The MOXIE technology could lead to systems capable of isolating and storing oxygen on Mars to power rocket launches from the red planet and possibly provide breathable air for astronauts on future surface missions to Mars. On April 21st, former U.S. Senator Bill Nelson, the president's nominee to be the next NASA administrator, appeared before the Senate Committee on Commerce, Science, and Transportation during a confirmation hearing on Capitol Hill.
If you ask me what is my vision for the future of NASA, it is to continue for us to explore the heavens with humans and with machines. And there is a lot of excitement.
If confirmed, Nelson would become NASA's 14th administrator. Nelson flew aboard the Space Shuttle Columbia as a payload specialist on the STS-61 Stephenson in 1986. On April 22nd, Earth Day was all about connections to our home planet and to each other. Powered by the hashtag Connected by Earth, our Earth Day virtual event, April 21st through 24th, celebrated Earth and the planet's more than 7 billion people of diverse backgrounds and experiences who all share a connection. The free online event included live panel discussions and chats with NASA Earth science experts, downloadable content such as coloring pages, activity sheets, ebooks, posters, and more. That's what's up this week at NASA. For more on these and other stories, follow us on the web at nasa.gov/twan.
All right. Yes, that's what's going on at the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. So glad to see it. Now, we were also talking to you, and I got to move a little bit to the side so we can show you a little bit more of the Remake Learning Days that we have, our little logo. Hey, there it is. So this is what we want you to know. If you want to explore virtual robotics, Saturday, May 8th from 12 to 2 p.m., ages 10 to 16, and we won't be checking IDs. So if you have somebody 9, 8 years old, they want to check it out, we can probably handle them anyway. So no ID checks at the door. But this is our Remake Learning Days with the KC STEM Alliance and the Bruce Foundation that has made this possible. Want you to check it out. And if you want to register and receive the Zoom link, be sure and email us at BFTAA@sbcglobal.net. If you see let's see if I can get my hand on here to show you. I can't really show you right there. Right there. That's the email. Email us at bftaa@sbcglobal.net or go to our webpage, www.bftaa.org. And we will get you the information to get you registered up. We're going to be sending out those links starting this weekend. And we're going to also send you out the information you need to go to the virtual site so you can start practicing, so that if you have questions and stuff, it may not be all new to you when you come to our virtual event, and you can bring those questions to some of our engineers and computer scientists that will be standing by to help you out. This is going to be a great opportunity for you to touch base, to learn a little bit more about what the Black Family Technology Awareness Association does, and how to get involved with, how to get your young people involved. Our Youth Technology Club, we want to grow it. We want to make it where kids from all over the city, and we're not just talking about black kids or brown kids, we're talking about kids in general, can come to the Black Family Technology Awareness Association's Youth Technology Club and learn about technology. And parents, we want you to be involved too, and engineers and school teachers and science teachers and everybody, we can use your help. We can use your assistance. We want you to be involved with this and to help us make this virtual robotics day. And this is Remake Learning Day's first ever in Kansas City. So if you want to be a part of making history, join Remake Learning Days. It's being brought to Kansas City from the Kansas City STEM Alliance through STEM Connect KC. And tell them that George Walker told you about it. Tell them you heard about it on the Black Family Technology Awareness Association's radio station, KUAW. Let them know that we are promoting this. We're helping out because we want to make sure that this city stands head and shoulders above other cities when it comes to helping our young people get involved in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. That's what we need to do. You know, STEM is very important for the future of not just our communities, but for this whole globe. Science, technology, and engineering, mathematics is something that is very pivotal to the future of life as we know it here on Earth. So it would be good to have your kids involved in it. All right, let me take that off of there. So there are a few other things that are coming up in the coming weeks too. I had a little email. I got to see if I can bring that back up. that was explaining, yes, this is one. There is a webinar from Vex Robotics to Kettering University. So Kettering University wants to help our high school students get into engineering. And they're working together with the Vex Robotics, and we work with Vex Robotics also. We have competitions with them. So tomorrow, April the 27th, from at 6 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. our time here in Kansas City, on April the 27th, they're going to have a webinar, and it's called Learn How You Can Continue Your Robotics Journey at Kettering University. So if you've been involved in robotics and you want to know, hey, I want to go to college and keep doing this as I go, this is it. The Robotics Education Foundation is inviting high school students to learn more about exciting opportunities waiting for them at Kettering University. In this webinar, our friends at Kettering, and that's Kettering University, will share what they can offer graduating Vex Robotics students, such as earning a degree that provides students with up to 2.5 years of paid work experience and more. So if you want to find out about this, be sure and go to Kettering University site, or you can go to Robotics Education and Competition Foundation. That's REC, the Robotics Education and Competition Foundation, and you can find out more about this. Or if you want to know before 6 o'clock tomorrow, hit us up on Facebook. Go to the Black Family Technology Awareness Association's page on Facebook. Tell them you want to get this information. We'll be sure and send it to you. I can forward you this email. If you email us at BFTAA@sbcglobal.net, I can forward this information on this webinar. So if you have a young person that would like to continue their education and they're involved in robotics, have been on the robotics team, they can go to Kettering University and they're going to work with them. They're looking for students that have been involved in robotics. And that's one of the great things about getting your kids involved in something like this. I mean, we all would like for our son, well, not all of us maybe, but some of us would like for our son to be the next Serena Williams or LeBron James and get that scholarship through football and basketball or tennis and all that. Now that's well and good. But one of the little known facts is you can get scholarships that involve robotics too, that you can get into college and get good careers off of it by being involved in robotics. So contact the Robotics Education and Competition Foundation. You can find them at robotevents.com. Go to Robot Events, that's one word, robotevents.com, and find out about, and they have more things going on than just working with Kettering University. That's one, and we're on the mailing list, so we get information like this throughout the year. And that's one thing we like to make available to our students that are involved in our Youth Technology Club. You know, you get involved in our Youth Technology Club, and all this type of information that we find out, we share it with you. We went to a robot competition one year down in Adrian, Missouri. Fantastic group of people. We had more fun there. They had the cattlemen cooking steaks and burgers for us and stuff. The kids had a great time. And down in Adrian, while we happened to be there, there was a lady talking to one of our students who actually worked for NASA. And she talked to middle school and high school students about what they needed to learn, what classes would be good for them to take, and how that they could end up getting an internship at NASA. So she talked with one young lady that was with us, and she really made an impression with her. But those are the type of opportunities that you don't get at everything that kids are doing, or if they don't get out and meet with the people. So if you go to a robotics competition or just involved in robots, and people may come by our center, just like we said the drone pilot did, but they can learn that there's so much more out there, that there's so much more that they can be doing on the technology side. It doesn't mean that they're going to stay with robotics. We've got a young lady now that we worked with for years, and she was on our robotics team. faithfully, every season and working with us through the summer and going to Maker Fair and stuff. Well, when she got out of school and graduated, she didn't say, I want to go be in robotics. She's actually doing graphics design and computer drawing and stuff. But she had that framework of learning some programming and being around people that were interested in that. If you hang around people that are doing what you would like to do or somewhere close to it, you can pick up some information from them. So, we like to say that we help provide access, that people can be around people that look like them and learn that they could do it too. Yeah, that's one of the good things about seeing other people, because you run into some of our young people and they have no idea what an engineer is or what an engineer does, or a computer scientist, never met one in real life. And at our organization and at others in the city, they actually get to meet and talk with people that are doing this every day for a living, and they look just like them. We had some young men come up from KU that were part of the NSBE organization, and they wanted to come up and help volunteer at our robotics competition just to get out among kids. And the strange thing was, a couple of the students that came up, they said, hey, I was on a robot team last year. And they were down at KU now as students. But that makes an impression if our young people can be around other young people that can tell them, say, yeah, I was doing this when I was in school, where some people might say, oh, man, you don't want to do that robotic stuff and be in all that science stuff, or you a nerd or what have you. But no, these were students that came up and said, hey, I was doing what you were doing a couple of years ago. Now he's a student here at KU. So those are the type of connections that you would want your kids to make. To meet some people that are doing some of the things that they would like to do. And, who knows, they may go into it, they may not, but they can see that there's other opportunities. And that's what our organization is about. Black Family Technology Awareness. And awareness is one of the key words, to become aware of what you can do. Become aware of what's out there. Then if you make a choice, it's from an educated point of view. Not that you didn't know anything about it. Nobody ever told you that you could make $100,000 a year working with computers, or that you could own your own company or start your own business, or maybe be the next Zuckerberg or something like that, if you don't see it around you every day. So that's what we're about, is helping our young people be able to see the possibilities that await them. I got a phone ringing, just a second. A voice over IP caller. I don't know if this is, I'll have to call them back. But yes, this is we don't have a big organization here, and right now we're working in our remote location. We're still checking to see when we'll be able to get back in our studio. So for all you KUAW radio hosts and fans that, and some of the guests that have been in time and again at our radio studio, we hope to be back in there very soon. We're raising funds for any fix-up that we have to do. And remember that you can donate to KUAW Radio. KUAW Radio is part of the Black Family Technology Awareness Association, and Black Family Technology Awareness is a 501c3 nonprofit. So your money goes and it's watched over. We turn in our IRS forms and all of that every year, so that we try and be good stewards of the funds that people entrust us with. So KUAW, if you go to our webpage, which is www.kuaw.org, you can actually see a donate button up in the upper left-hand corner, and you can make a donation to support. Yeah, our fund drive is over, but so far we've never had more funds than we needed. We were glad to be able to make a fund drive, because this is the first fund drive where we set a goal. And not only did we make it, but we exceeded it. Because usually we say we want to raise $1,500 and we might raise $800 or $900, something like that. And we're always glad, because people have a lot of things they could do with their money other than to donate it to the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. So when you take your hard-earned cash and you make that investment in your community, when you make that investment in our young people, then we take that seriously. It's not something we take light. Sometimes they say I'm a little bit too cheap, but I try and watch the money pretty tight and stuff so that we use our resources to the best of our ability to get the most bang for our buck. We're not an organization that's flush with cash, and we don't have the $100,000 donors, and nobody gets paid. You know, we don't have no paychecks going out unless we can get. We did have some interns that we were able to give a stipend to through a grant that we did pay the young people that came in and worked at our radio station. And we like to do that, but we're not in it for the money. Most of the people that volunteer have jobs, or they may even be retired or something. They just want to give back to the community, just want to help out in the community and stuff. And some of them are just young people that want to get back. I mean, a lot of our engineers and stuff may be under 30, definitely under 40 years old, and they're volunteering. They come in every Saturday. Got a young man, Brandon Wong, that from the University of Oklahoma. And he takes a couple hours out of his Saturday as a young person, could be doing a lot of other things, but he comes down and works with these kids in robotics, you know, giving of their time. So, you know, we just appreciate you. So if you want to help out, if you want to support this organization and what we're doing, remember KUAW.org or BFTAA.org. You can make a donation. You can go to our Facebook pages on KUAW. Go to KUAW-radio. We're on Facebook, and we're on Instagram and Twitter and on YouTube and on Twitch. Yeah, we're on a lot of them. You can go to BFTAA in the same places, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, what did I leave out? Facebook. So we're on all of those. On the Black Family Technology Awareness Association, go Black Family Technology Awareness Association -BFTAA. I think if you put up BFTAA, will pop up. But we've got donate buttons on those pages. So you can click on those pages and make a donation right there. And you can also find how to contact us. So if you didn't get the email address or some of that, our website, email addresses, and I think even phone numbers are on a lot of the pages. So go to Facebook, go to YouTube, and find out how you can contact us and give us a call or shoot us an email or send up smoke signals. Just reach out to us. We'll try and reach you any way we possibly can. So if you know Morse code, you know, flash the lights, whatever. We just would love to talk with you and love to be a part of your life, of your young people's life, of your family's life. You know, because there's a lot of people. We gave away a computer to a lady that says because of that gift, she was able to get a job working from home. That's the type of email you like to get. We had computers that were donated to our organization. We, in turn, donated them to families that were in our robotics program, and then we put it on the web that if you needed a computer to contact us. And one lady wrote back and said, you know, yeah, because of that computer that she got at the house now, she was able to find a job where she could work at home. And this was back in January. I mean, it's good to be of service. And if you want to find out how good you can feel by being of service, volunteer. Volunteer with us, or volunteer at your church, volunteer somewhere, but give some of your time freely. And that'll be a great thing. You'll find out that it's well worth it. So I want to thank you for joining me today. This is George Walker. I am the president of the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. And as I say, remember, Remake Learning Days. Yeah, Remake Learning Days. They're coming up. We're going to be having our event May the 8th from 12 to 2. Find out about it. Visit our webpage, visit our Facebook page. Check us out on YouTube. Just look for KUAW Radio, the Black Family Technology Awareness Association, and find out what we're doing. May the 8th from 12 to 2. From the comfort of your own home, you can be part of our virtual robotics program. Learn coding. Have your child or somebody you know learn how to do coding. And check out some of the other events that are going to be going on at Remake Learning Days. KC STEM Alliance, a lot of organizations in the Kansas City area are going to be holding a bunch of events that are going to be going on from May 1st to May 10th as part of Remake Learning Days. All right, I'd like to say goodbye. Have a great evening, and we will see you next Monday from 5 to 5:45 for the BFTAA and More show.